takeaway from Tuesday was not only physicality, but really valuing each possession. Just maybe for your perspective, how much was that the takeaway, and how much has that been an emphasis this week?
Yeah, it was. I mean, you got to be on your A-plus game to beat Auburn at Auburn, and we weren't. And a lot to do with them. They make you not have your A game. Obviously, the physicality, the length was daunting, but we've played that, and I think there was a key turning point. I think it was a 12-point lead, and which is manageable. You're in striking distance, and they missed 2 free throws. We gave an offensive rebound. They hit a 3, come down, miss a layup. They come down, another offensive rebound 3, and it just went to 18. And I think that just it was a gut punch. That was a turning point because I thought we were battling back and forth. Not that we were playing great, but we were battling, and it's just really, really good team. And you've got to be absolutely on your A-plus game, and credit to them.
Coach, between traveling and playing 2 top 5 teams in the same week, how do you think your teams handle the fatigue that comes with playing a week like this?
I think I was just talking to somebody else about that in the media about, the physical fatigue, everybody's going through it. It's just how you're going to handle the mental fatigue, the mental stress and the mental of just, it's an elite game every game. And coming back, getting yourself up, you get down after a loss and you got to pick yourself back up. You're very high after a win. You got to get grounded. It's the mental fatigue to me that's way more than the physical fatigue. I mean, the physical fatigue we've all managed in our careers. You've managed it. Days off, lighter practices, less reps. We've all managed the physical fatigue. This is daunting, and I think every coach in this league will tell you that. It's the mental fatigue of just one game after another, the best of the best.
Porter, I'm curious what you think about Tennessee. They're down by 12 against Missouri, and Millich and Ziegler just go crazy, and they score so quickly. Talk about trying to stop that offense because they overcame 12 and then routed that game.
Yeah. So they, you have to be, they wear you down defensively by how much pressure they put on you defensively and how physical. So they wear you down, and then they wear you down offensively. They're one of the best teams at wearing you down on both ends because you are going to have to go through 10 screens of possession. They're going to screen you, motion, not move. They got shooters that can catch and shoot. So they wear you down on both ends. And then when they get hot, when Ziegler was hot. Milicic, you got to keep off the glass. They got different ways to get you. Paro's one of the best lob guys. Chazanier is one of the best shooters. Ziegler's one of the best, quickest guys getting the paint and spraying it. So they got a lot of different guys that can get you, but they wear you out on both ends.
Porter, it seemed like Luke had some positive minutes for you the other night, the 2 threes in the first half, and getting 6 rebounds. Just how encouraging was that?
The 6 rebounds were really encouraging. We talked about that against how he had that against Arizona, and his confidence is growing. Our confidence is growing, and it's just the physicality. And offensively, he's really has a great confident bounce right now, and he makes the defense stretch out. When we watch, you have to be aware of him, and that opens up driving lanes for the other guys.
Porter, you mentioned the physicality and the length that you guys have faced kind of night in, night out in this league. I know the matchups haven't always been favorable for Sam, but what can you do to kind of get his confidence back and kind of optimize what he's able to bring to the team when he's been on the court?
Just got to be, I want him to be great at what he's good at, and I just want him to stress, man, he got an offensive rebound put back for us. Maybe he's had games where he's had 3 or 4 or 5 offensive rebounds. Just being physical, not getting down. I think when he's confident and knowing those things, I think his step's a little quicker. And that just to continue to show him that we got utmost confidence in him. He's been a 3-year guy for us. He's started many, many games for us, and just to keep pouring confidence in him that, the certain things I'm asking him to do are the things that he can be great at, but he's got, he's battling the boards against huge bodies every single night. So he's got a big task, and he's a great teammate with it all. He battles, but just to keep pouring into him, to let him know, man, you got a huge role for us.
Porter, how's Kobe been handling the adjustment of coming off the bench? Obviously, to you call it shifts, and we understand that, but it seemed like Kobe initially wasn't really sure where he was going to fit in when he was coming off the bench.
Yeah, he's had great moments off the bench for us, and I'm transparent with Kobe. I'm like, man, it's not easy. I'm not trying to mind bend him and be like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm just saying, hey, this is what's going to be best for the team, and we need you in a mature communication manner to talk to him about this is what we need you to do. We need you to be great at your minutes off the bench, and you're a veteran, and so it's not easy to do, but I think he's really given us some good things, and we got to continue to get a lot out of him. We're really going to be counting on him this next game, an older guy against an older team, older guards, to come in, and he needs to continue to be physical defensively. I think that's the thing with Kobe is to continue to be physical defensively.
Is there any concern just with Jeremiah's availability for tomorrow?
I'm going to defer to the availability report at 7 today.
With that would probably enhance Kobe's positioning just as far as being an opportunity for him.
Yeah, we practiced yesterday. Kobe got a ton of reps yesterday, so we'll. I'm counting on him. Like I said, he's an older guard in this game.
Or with Jeremiah, you talked about this season kind of being a learning and development process for him throughout. What could he learn from that experience at Auburn where he's got a player like Chad Baker-Mazara kind of trying to get in his head all game?
Yeah.
Getting into a little bit of chippiness there in the second half.
He's got to go through it. You got to learn. Older guys, start to know that what they're trying to do and get in their head, and a huge hostile environment. I mean that the environment, the everything, and he's got to go through some of it. And what we do is just continue to talk to him and learn from him, show him what they're trying to do and how to handle situations. But and that's the thing about basketball is it's right on top of you. Then you got some older guys doing it. You can feel the tension when in that kind of an atmosphere right on top of you, and he's going to grow from it, learn from it. And like I said, it's just you got to go through some of it to learn from it.
You mentioned that environment. How much would something like that mean for you guys tomorrow with the top 5 team?
It means everything. I mean, even in warm-ups, it's 60 minutes for the game, and it's almost sold out. Like the whole student sections are chirping at our guys. It's college basketball. The guys notice it. I mean, and it gets really, really loud in there. So yeah, it'd be awesome. We got a top 4 team coming in, and who spent time at number 1 this year, and it means awesome. The students are awesome. We just got to come in and create a great atmosphere.
Jalon, I guess, what do you feel like you guys learned from that experience the other night playing in that environment and going up against that level of competition?
Just learned how every possession matters. No plays off. When you're in a tough environment like that against the number 1 team in the country, the margin of error has to be small. So that was just a learning experience, man. Learning that every possession we actually have to bring it. We actually have to have attention to detail, and we're definitely gonna get better from that.
Porter preached physicality post game. How do you think you guys responded this week?
I think we responded well. We're a team who, just like I said, we're going to be the best team in the country at getting better. So we watched film, looked ourselves in the mirror, and took what we had to take from that game as far as the physicality standpoint. And what we took from that game is we're gonna bring it to the next game to Tennessee. So yeah.
You mentioned Tennessee. What stands out to you about them?
They're a very, very physical team. They got a lot of good players over there, great coach, great offense. So they're going to be a great competition, great opponent for us. This will be a game that we'll be able to build on our offense and also build on our defense and the physicality standpoint.
Between having to travel and playing 2 top 5 teams in the same week, just how taxing is that physically and mentally?
It's actually exciting. That's the beauty of the game. I mean, I love it. I love being able to travel, going to play away games in those type of environments, and then come back and have another chance to get a quad 1 win. It's exciting, man, and that's kind of the beauty of the game and the beauty of this league. So I'm excited.
When you look at Tennessee, what do you see?
I see they have great guards, great big man, a great offense. And they have great schemes, and they're a very, very physical team. So we're going to have to bring it. yeah, that's what I see from them.
Jalon, I know you're about the team first, but to be recognized as one of the top 10 small forwards, what does something like that mean to you?
It's a blessing. God has shined His light, His love, and His grace over my life and my family's life. So it's just a blessing to be named a top 10 candidate, and I just give all thanks and all glory to God.
Jalon, it seems like Luke has really come along in the last few games shooting the ball for you guys. What's it been like just seeing him continue to step in and find ways to contribute?
It's amazing actually seeing Luke come out of his shell. 'Cause I know he's a lot to himself, but he cares about all of us. He cares about this team, and he cares about getting better. He's in the gym every day working to get better, and I love Luke, and just to see him go out there and contribute and be productive, it's amazing.
How tough has some of these matchups been for Sam in SEC play? I know you guys are generally undersized compared to a lot of the teams that you're seeing, but Sam's having to go out there and guard some of the best big men in the country night in and night out.
Yep. I think that's just his league. As far as the bigs, guards, the wings, it's going to be a dogfight every night. And Sam is one of our tougher guys on this team, and he brings it every day. So I don't think it's been tough, but I think it's also been exciting for Sam just to have those matchups every night and to go out and showcase his game and to go out and compete in the top league in the country. So that's what I think.
Pretty good nationally about stopping the three. Talk about trying to defend Tennessee's three.
Yeah, Tennessee they get win on the high run, especially their guards, Chaz Lanier and Ziegler. Going on a run like that, hitting shots like that, you just got to be, disciplined and, be able to get down and be in transition defense mostly. And, just trying to run them off the three, force them in closer shots. That's probably most of the game plan.
Duke, we're halfway through conference play. I know you played a lot of ball. Has this been a tough adjustment for you going through this type of conference grind, or has it been okay for you?
Yeah, playing at the highest level, it always be a big adjustment. But no, it haven't been much of a grind. It's just been, just everybody trying to figure everything out. Like even the whole team, we moving from Big 12 to SEC. Like me coming from different schools and stuff like that. So I just feel like it's just a big adjustment, and is everything gonna work out?
After watching film from Tuesday and going through practice this week, what's something that you think you guys can kind of hang your hat on from Tuesday night and carry into Saturday?
Toughness and rebounding. I mean, we've been talking about rebounding all year, but, we've been making a big emphasis on it. And I just feel like, the tougher team always wins. So we're going to go out there, we're going to punch first. And, we ain't going to worry about the scoreboard. We're just going to focus on what happened and focus on us.
Duke, it seems like Luke kind of has taken some steps forward the past few games, hitting some shots for you guys. How encouraging has that been to see just him finding a role?
Oh man, that's big time for Luke, and it brings a lot to our table because Luke he's like 6'11", so when you got a 6'11" guys out there that can step out and hit threes, they bring a lot of versatility and bring the bigs out for us and help us attack. And we can start the dominoes and get everything going. But Luke's been on and off for us the whole time, but like he showed big splashes like in Atlantis, and so he shows that he can always step up and be there for us anytime. So Luke is a big X factor for us.